name is Edward Okelo. I am a teacher at Migori Primary School, and this time I am going to handle my money lesson class 6. We are going to look at use of money for buying goods and services. By the end of the lesson, my pupils will be able to state 3 ways of how money can be used and be able to spend their money wisely. First and foremost, I would like us to know what exactly we are going to buy. We are going to define goods, we are going to define services, we are going to define money, we are going to learn uses of money, and definitely we have to use our money wisely, so we have to learn how to use our money wisely, wise use of money. So, if I may start, we are going to start with the definition of goods. Goods are items that can be touched. For example, bread, chairs, house, books, etc. Services, on the other hand, cannot be touched. We cannot perceive them with our own senses. For example, when a teacher offers a tuition for fee, that is a service. Because you cannot define tuition, you cannot actually see tuition and touch it. Similarly, when a doctor treats you, then that is a service. Even when a boda rider carries you to school, that is a service. Because you cannot see the ride. You can see the motorbike, you can see the boda rider, but the ride himself, you can't see. When a saloonist makes your hair, that one is also a service. Because you can't see the saloonist, you can see the saloonist, yes, but you cannot see the service that he has offered you. You can't even touch the service that he has offered you. So, this one will be a very good background for our lesson today. And before we go further, it is also important for us to define money. Money is the medium of exchange used for exchanging goods and services. We have already known what goods are and what services are. So, when you give out your money to a shopkeeper, for example, and he gives you a packet of biscuits, you have exchanged your money with a packet of biscuits. So, that one means money has been used to buy biscuits. Now, our next area is we are going to discuss how money can be used to buy goods and services. As you can see on the chart, there are several uses of money. These are just examples. I know you have many other uses of money, where you sit or where you stand, that are not in this chart. We are just giving examples. For example, when you buy food, most of you have been sent to buy even nyama, even unga, such like things at the shop. But are you being sent without being given some money by your parent? I don't think so. In most cases, you are given some 100 shillings or 200 shillings, and then you are able to buy the food that you have been sent for. Most of us are in day schools because we are still in primary, but some of us are in boarding schools or private schools. Your parents normally pay you school fee because you cannot learn in a private school for free. And that one is another use of money. Sometimes we live in rented houses and our parents have to pay for the use of that house. The clothes that you are wearing, these ones are bought by your parents, and sometimes we buy very expensive clothes. Sometimes our clothes are not that expensive, but the underlying idea there is that they are bought. When you are traveling, you pay fare, and that is money. The same as when you are buying gifts, maybe for a birthday or for any other important occasion that you have actually had in your life. There are some gifts which have been bought for you. That is money. And definitely buying goods. There are many, I cannot talk about all of them. So, there is a question which comes to mind when we talk about uses of money. Is there any case where money can be used in a wrong way? Yes, there is. You've had cases of children being involved in bad behaviors for money. In such cases, that one is a wrong use of money. It is not, it is unlawful for an adult person or any other person to give you money so that you can give him something which is not appropriate. That is why our media houses sometimes airs some bizarre incidents of schoolgirls getting pregnant. Because in some cases, some men lure them with money and then they behave badly. So that is one example of a wrong use of money. There are many other examples of wrong uses of money. So, if you get your money, some of you, I know at this particular time, during this long holiday of Corona, you may be involved in some income generating activity. So, should you get your money, your little money, ensure you have used that money in a wise way. We have already mentioned how money can be used, and maybe just to remind you a little, you can use your money to buy food, you can buy clothes and take to children's home, you can pay tithe in the church, you can buy your own shoes, you can pay your own fare to school, even to tuition. And you can even buy your bicycle in case the amount of money you get is a little bit high. So, our lesson is going to end at that point. Today, we have learned what goods are what services are. We have learned what money is. We have also learned uses of money. And finally, we have learned that money should be used wisely for good purposes. Otherwise, until next time, may I say thank you and welcome next time.